the Fast Family Racing League National Series at Daytona. This is the first race of their very long 30-race schedule. And so for tonight's lineup, starting on your pole will be Marsh tomorrow, and starting in second will be Mustang 501. Arkham, if you want to go ahead and do the next show.
Yeah, following after the first row, you got Hodges Sr. in fourth, and then you have OK Sideways in fifth.
Starting in fifth, we have Marty F2412, and starting at sixth, we have General Twinkie.
Followed by them, Ice Pillar MC and Upcountry Bullet.
Up next, we have Eagles Danny and that Texas Spot.
And then we have SGJMFP and M1 Sports.
And then for our final positions, we have Allen Dynasty, Highbrow Plot, and Cooler Guy. That will round out your National Series starting lineup.
Well, I tell you what, Walmart Ricky, we're here again. We broadcasted the Daytona 500 for the Cup Series this past Monday night. What do you think about this one? Do you think it will be as exciting as that race?
I think it will be definitely exciting. We have a lot of rising truck guys here. We had a bunch of these drivers were truck guys last season. I know Ice Pillar and Marsh were two of the few. But I feel like we're going to see some intense racing, and this is going to be longest lap count race of the three races, being a total of 120 laps.
Yes, indeed, 120 laps, longer than the two races, which were, I believe, only at 100. So we're going to slap 20 extra laps on there, so it should be interesting to see what these guys do for pit strategy tonight.
Yeah, and so once all the drivers get lined up and they're about ready to go, and we get loaded in, we will be right back, everyone. Alrighty, for those just joining the stream, we are currently waiting for the field to get lined up and get underway. So sit back, relax, go get you some snacks and drinks, and tonight will be a long one. We'll be back with you once the race has begun. Arkhamboss, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you go ahead and, if you're in my chat, can you type something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the cars are officially lined up. They are getting ready to go green. We will be loading in soon. Just give us a few moments. Alrighty. Again, ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having a wonderful night as we are doing the Fast Family Racing League National Series at Daytona. It's going to be the longest of all the 3 series races with a total of 120 laps. So sit back and get ready for some intense racing from our national guys. Sponsored by Handcrafted by Roads. As we are off. Marshmallow currently in the lead with the outside of the number 36 of Mustang currently on his outside. Looks like they're all trying to get low already to start this race. Currently some cars 3 wide back there. Looks like that 36 is able to get to the rear of him with 1 car off the racing surface right now. Don't know if he's fallen to the back or something, but currently off the track. Arkham, are you in? Alright. Currently completing a 1 lap so far. As they are mostly single file, looks like we've got a pack of 4 right now, led by 2 Mustangs.
I missed a little bit of the start of the race, but I am here now. It already looks like you mentioned before, we got those the 1 pack of cars that include 4 of them. All lined up here. The one thing that I've noticed, Walmart Ricky, is that we have a little bit of a lesser field here tonight than we did for the truck race at Daytona and or the Daytona 500.
Well, the part of that is this is the series in between truck guys. You get a bunch of new guys, and then the Cup is all guys are old veterans that have been dedicated and earned their spot. But with Nationals, it's a mix of that, so we will probably see quite a few less cars than last season, or in just general. But currently starting out strong, Marshmallow leading every lap of this race, pushed by the 36 of Mustang. Followed by Marty F2412 with M1 Sports behind them.
Indeed. The one thing that, and you know, we hate talking about it as much as you guys hate hearing about it, but you know, these guys, they're gonna have to be careful when they get close to that yellow line, because if they get below it and advance their position, that can be called as a penalty, unfortunately, and so that's something again to bring up to mention here, Walmart Ricky.
Yeah, we've seen it before in last year's Talladega Truck Series race. The winner got his win revoked for pushing a car below the line. So, you know, many incidents can happen, and that double yellow line is a very risky area. And what I'm currently surprised about is that we've had this 4-pack that's pushed away from the pack behind them. We see some angles, those cars back there are nowhere in sight of these lead 4.
Indeed, but we got another little small pack, I believe, Unless, wait, let me make sure I'm getting this right. Yeah, we got this little bit of a smaller pack that's behind them. They've all kind of grouped up. It includes the 23 of Hodges Sr. So it kind of seems like they're all getting aligned here, trying to get back up to that lead pack. Unless that is the lead pack. I'm not sure.
Yeah, currently spectating right now. I'm currently looking here at General Twinkie. It seems he's fallen off. Not had much speed in the beginning of this race, but maybe he can find it. Maybe he had a little bit of an incident. Car doesn't look damaged, so could have just had a little bit of a car wobble, causing him to fall back. Currently looking back at our lead pack. Everyone still single file, not trying to do much. Looks like they split off into two car packs up here at the front. Back to you.
Yeah, indeed, they've split up into two. These two cars are pushing away from the other two, so that pack is slightly separating. Now they're getting back together, but like I said, we got that bigger pack that's behind these guys, and it looks like they're making some ground, Walmart Ricky.
Oh, definitely making some ground with one extra car. It just shows you how much one car can help in a pack. Looks like that number 48 of M1 Sports has currently fallen off pace a little bit.
Yeah,
as they are catching him quickly.
Yeah, they are, but you know what? That 48, if he plays it smart, he may see that the guys in front of him are getting a little bit wobbly, and if the pack behind him catches up and he goes to the top, those pack of cars may go with him and form a outside line.
Yeah, definitely with that, but if he sees that outside line coming, I don't know if it'd be the smartest decision to try to block him. In most cases, you probably want to fall back to the rear of that so that way you don't get anyone mad, as it seems we have a car fall out of line here as the 5 car pack behind them gaining on them very quickly.
Yes, indeed, and you know, this M1 Sports guy, we've heard of him before. He's raced in this league for a little while. He definitely has some experience with them. So it'll be interesting to see what he does in the 48. Let's take a look at Highbrow Plot 526 here. He's in the 76 Ford, and right now he's working with the number 12 car of, let's see if I can get his name
General Twinkie.
General Twinkie. They were working together, but now the 12 car has fallen off of the pace, unfortunately. Not having a good day here, and they're not going to catch that pack with just themselves alone.
Yeah, indeed. I know here, Highbrow, part-time truck driver last year, only made, I think, 2 races last season. So he's up in nationals. I think they was able to fit his schedule better, but one of the many rookies in the field tonight. As it looks like we might have actually had a car go around or something, as I'm looking here at Pit Talkie 24 currently driving the number 99 car.
2 cars involved, the 69 and I couldn't tell who the other one is. The 57. That should bring out a caution. Not sure. We'll have to get word from race control.
He did
but definitely
caution at the line. Most definitely.
Caution at the line. Well, here we go again, Walmart Ricky, an early caution. What do you think these guys are going to do for pit strategies? I would have to say all of them are going to have to come in.
I say definitely coming here at the as they're coming to the caution, they definitely, I'd say, are all coming in, you know. For every series here, one of the goals here is to get all of your tires up to 60 psi or 60 air pressure in them, so that way you can get the most grip out of your tires. Since you don't have to let off at the speedway, you don't have to worry about it being loose or tight. So everyone wants to get their tires maxed out to last as long as possible, to maybe keep their pit stops to gas only later in the runs in the final stage. I know we saw that in the Cup Series last week. or not last week, sorry, Monday, many cars in the final stage took fuel only. I know we had the team of that had T-Glass and Zachary on it, I think Premium Montez Racing. They only really came in that final stage for gas. We never really saw them go in for tires. But as they're coming around here, these guys definitely, I suspect, are getting all 4 brand new Goodyears and a thing of Sunoco fuel.
Indeed, and while we're on this caution break, this is again a Fast Family Racing League National Series at Daytona, sponsored.
What? Are you good?
At the name of the.
Handcrafted by Rhodes.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on, Arkham, you can't be doing this here on us.
Okay, let's start that over again. All right. So, this is Fast Family Racing League National Series at Daytona, sponsored by Handcrafted and Rhodes. Again, does incredible work with wood. I think he's actually made a bar for himself out of wood. So, KR, one of our drivers in the league, owns that business and is our sponsor for this season, and hopefully many seasons to come. But this is interesting, as it looks like I can't quite see which car got off first.
Mustang got out first, followed by the number. See here, followed by the number 11 of Eagles, Danny, one of our other National Series veterans. And in third, let me see if I can get him here, Marty F2412. And I believe another rookie to the league, if I am correct. Let me get a check on that. Yeah, rookie to the league, joining the National Series. Currently not on a team, but definitely good lineup we have here up front. We got a rookie and 2 veterans. Double file, I think they'll be going green this time. Can I get a lap check? Coming to the line, there'll be 18 to go left in stage 1, and that will mean they won't have to pit unless a caution comes out. I was doing some tests here earlier. The average fuel mileage is about 21 laps, so some of these guys are probably grateful we have this pit stop.
Yes, indeed, they're getting all packed up here, getting ready to go. Once they get to that line. Remember, the start and finish line is in the center of the turn here. Here we go. Walmart Ricky, take it away.
As they're coming down to the green, looks like your leader will be, let's see if we can get back to Mustang. Going to be having a good lead, but that outside line already seems to be falling. Looks like it had a good run, but everybody just wanted to fall inside. You know, I feel like if we had some people that would stay up there with them, that top line would work out, but I feel like everyone's just scared to in this beginning stage. They just want to all get down there on that low line. Surprisingly, looks like Mustang went up high. Looks like he might have seen some luck up there. Maybe he saw some opportunities up there. Back to you.
Maybe so. He's trying to test it out to see if it works for the later runs, but right now he's falling back a little bit. As that outside lane, or no, I'm sorry, the inside lane seems to have it going, and you were talking about, you know, people should stay up there, but I just don't think people want to stay up there because they're most comfortable with that inside lane, Walmart Ricky, here at Daytona and or any super speedway tracks.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I know definitely on controller, if you're one of these controller guys, that inside lane is way easier than the outside. For sure, I know whenever I was racing on controller I never would take that outside, but maybe, I don't know, testing it can probably find some good results.
Yeah, definitely, correct me if I'm wrong, Walmart Ricky, as we're ticking down the laps here. Um, I believe this is the only time that these guys are going to come to Daytona. I don't think there's any other Daytona races in the schedule. The only other super speedway track that I can think of is Talladega, but that's not until later this season.
Yeah, you are correct. In this league, everyone will go to a track one time. We will never go to a track twice. So, it's definitely going to be interesting because this is their only super speedway until the playoffs, which is about 19 races away. So they have a long time before they will be, before they get back to another no let-off super speedway. Because I do know Charlotte Motor Speedway, Michigan, and stuff, those count as super speedways, but Daytona and Talladega, I call them non-let-off super speedways, where you don't have to let off the gas at all going around this track.
We got some problems for the 11 there. The 11 went up into the wall. It kind of scattered everybody around, but everybody got back into position. And, people ask me all the time. They're like, what is the difference between Talladega and Daytona? Well, I can tell you one of the difference, and you could agree or disagree, Walmart Ricky, on this one. Talladega is much more wider, and the finish line is not in the turn like it is here at Daytona.
Yeah, agreed. It's not in the trioval like Daytona. It's actually about, I think they say, 1,000 feet or 1,000 yards further down the track than Daytona, but definitely a wider racing as you see even in the Cup Series, they'll be able to send it sometimes 3 wide around the entire track, while here that's not a smart idea, especially in those turns. We've seen incidents where they go 3 wide in these corners and they just spin. But one thing I want to comment on, they had a wreck earlier in the last stage, but now is leading. Pit Talkie 24, I mentioned him right before the caution came out. Looked like he had an incident early, but then with that caution coming out, he's now up there in the lead. How do you think he managed that?
Well, maybe just a little bit of luck is what I could say. It's not often that you find yourself in the lead after having some mistakes early, but sometimes with this sport, you got to take what it gives to you.
Yeah, that is true, and it looks like he's taken it and ran off with it, as he is right now in the lead, followed by 2 of the MSJ team cars. These got this team for MSJ in the Cup Series. They went 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you think they're possibly trying to play 1-2 tonight?
Possibly they could be trying to pull a 1-2. Obviously, coming into this race, Mr. Slidejob's team, I believe, is what the abbreviation stands for, but they obviously know that they have a strong team. I feel like everybody, kind of figures that they have a strong team. I mean, look at that team last Monday night, with T-Glass and all of them. They were a strong team. Unfortunately, things tended to not go in their favor late in the race.
Yeah, I know for sure. I know T-Glass, the driver, we talked with him after the race, and he didn't have the brightest of words for the game, but, coming into tonight, let's actually check here. Give me one moment to check. But the 2 drivers right now for that team that's in the National Series currently right now at the back of the field. So, I feel like it also not just the team, but also the drivers who are taking it to are also a part of making these teams good.
And talking about this team, I know we're going on and on and on about them, but they actually got a new acquisition this week. They added somebody to the Truck Series, and I'm excited to have a teammate finally. We got Odd Coast a free agent to the team. So we'll have to see what effort he'll be able to put in as we go on to Dover International Speedway next week.
Oh yeah, and after that, I just noticed, looked like Mustang back there trying to get the other three Mustangs to make a pass on the outside. I saw him in the turns of 1 and 2. Looked like he was a little high and almost got past the number 7 of Marty back there. But I am really surprised. This rookie, he's been able to hold off these other two racers right behind him.
And we got 3 cars coming to pit road. What's up with this, Walmart Ricky?
That is a good question, maybe. And it looks like they're all Mustangs, so pretty sure they're all working together or something. But I thought, my calculations might have been wrong, but I thought they would have been good on fuel to the end of this.
Very interesting. Maybe they're possibly partaking in a team secret pitting strategy. That's the only thing I can think of.
Maybe, but you know, if I was off by a little bit, I would think these drivers would be able to save a little bit of fuel, especially up here at the front. I don't know if that short pitting strategy will work out for them in the long run.
No, I don't know either, but we'll have to keep an eye on these other packs around the track to see if they come in, and we'll be able to tell if maybe along the way we made an incorrection on the fuel consumption at this track. But as of right now, it looks like this 4-car pack here with Marty F2412 in it, they have no decision in coming to pits, and in fact we may have to get a possible.
Well, right now they're
never mind.
Every car besides Taki comes down pit road.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think communication was very well sent to him. But luckily for those other cars that went down pit road, they did not get lapped down. So they are currently on the lead lap. Every car right now on the lead lap.
And unfortunately, I don't want to break it too early. I am not sure. But the 12 car is on pit road and he's not moving, Walmart Ricky.
That could be a very sad day for him as we are currently watching him. Don't know if he came in with these lead lap cars, but let's give him a little bit of a spectate, as it looks like the Mustangs were able to pass for the lead. Currently surprised right now as that 48 was in there for quite a long time. He might have gotten a speeding penalty coming out of pit road. But
yeah, but I think actually Taki could be your leader still.
He is currently still the leader as he's coming down pit road, which will most likely put actually I think I'll put Hodges Sr. in the lead right now.
Actually, he gets out, but I think you're right. It could have been a lead change there. I didn't see a pack go by because I was flipping through the cameras.
Yeah, I think Hodges Sr. right now, and then they're coming down pit road, so that will put the Mustangs in the lead. Actually, Marty here might be able to have stayed in front of them as they are going to make a pass.
So obviously some miscommunication between Pit Taki 24 and the other team that was behind him. Seems like he came a lap later than they did, which is a little bit confusing, but we'll have to look into that a little bit later on as we are focused on the track. How many laps do we got, Walmart Ricky?
I'd say we probably are around 5 to go. I don't get that for you. Currently about 5 to go left in this stage, meaning cautions will be off. As they did say, 26 of 30 laps in this stage.
Alrighty, 5 to go, it seems, is the verdict here, as we are going to assume that the leader is Mustang 501. Who is the leader at the restart? Walmart Ricky, how about that one?
Yeah, it looks like that early pitch strategy worked out a lot for them, as they have lost the rest of the field. I'm thinking that something happened over there with M1. He definitely must have had a speeding penalty. Looked like he was in there for a good 30 to 45 seconds, so you hate to see it. You hate getting those penalties. I know I've gotten them plenty times before in races, and it's caused me to go 1 to 2 laps down before, but there should be no problems as they are nearing the end of the stage and on 3 to go left in this stage.
Indeed, yeah, those those speeding penalties can be a damper in your day. I know, sometimes I get them and I don't even realize I get them, because at some tracks on this game, you could be going the exact speeding or the exact speed that it wants you to go, and it still gives you the penalty. So it's a little bit inconsistent this game, to say the least.
Oh yeah, can be very inconsistent. And as they're coming down to 2 to go, looks like your leader will still be Mustang. I do want to mention, even though these guys are all Fords, whenever I check the rosters, I will check again that the only 2 people up there that are teammates are Eagles Danny and Marshmallow. So right now, the 36 is all by himself without his teammate.
The 7 trying a bold move, trying to get up their side draft, maybe get to the lead. I don't think that's going to pay off to Walmart Ricky, but yeah, the Mustang 501 is still your leader. It'll be interesting to see if the 2 teammates of Marsh and Eagles Danny works together to get around this Mustang 501 driver.
Yeah, as they come around to the white flag, looks like Marty out there last lap trying to get around, but I don't think he could. He just doesn't have enough momentum. But at the back, he's like, hey, I've got nothing to lose. I'm already at the back of this pack, and if I fall out of line, I can just return to the back. So I think he was just trying to slingshot it back there, and it wasn't working, as Mustang still your leader, coming to the line, getting pushed still by Eagles Danny. Eagles maybe trying to make a move on the outside soon, but I don't think they'll try to make a move, because I think they're going high. Will Marshmallow follow? They're going wide. Will the 11 be able to pass him coming to the line? Mustang will win the stage.
Indeed, Mustang is your leader. Now, in my opinion there, or your winner, sorry. In my opinion there, it seemed like the 11 and the 27 made the move a little bit too late. What do you think, Walmart Ricky?
I feel like they made the move. Maybe would have gotten the move to work if Marsh could have pushed Eagles Danny, but I think Marsh was also just trying to get a stage win for himself. But I feel like they were all trying a little too late. I feel like they maybe should have started trying on the backstretch instead of waiting a little bit of that time.
Yes, indeed. As we get ready for stage 2, it just kind of, and that's one thing that could be in the mind of the number 11. He may be saying, "Whoa, man, you're supposed to be my teammate, and you got a little bit greedy there. We're supposed to be working together, But maybe it's something that when they go back into the team shop, they will have a meeting and talk about that. Who knows?"
Yeah, that might be a talking point, trying to get it. Even if you're racing your own race, you still have to focus on your teammates. Because not only is there a regular season, or not only is there an individual championship, there's also a team points championship going on, as they're coming to the green flag for stage 2.
tell you what, Walmart Ricky, the outside lane seems to be working good at the restart, but they just can't get anything going as soon as they get past the restart line. It's just kind of inconsistent there, and the lower line just prevails every single time.
I think what it also takes into factor, they are just going green, so they're not up to speed as they would be a few laps in, or even in turn 3, so they're going to be a little wobbly, not being able to form, and that might be what makes that line so dominant on these starters. Just being able to have that less turn you have to go and less wobble from the outside line.
And I tell you what, they're trying to get 3 wide here, Ricky. Look at this. This is incredible.
Yeah, looks like that Ricky we were talking about again. Taki coming up here to lead again. Pushed by the number 48 of M1. Looks like those Mustangs are trying to stick together though, but I don't think they have enough power up there. Maybe if that 57 car got up there with them, maybe they'd be enough to pass these Chevys, as they do have the most cars on the field of it looks like 6 or 7 Fords. And that's surprising because if you remember last season, the field was dominated by Toyotas.
Yeah, definitely not an equal manufacturer race here. We definitely got more manufactured cars than another. You know, I know that last season I was just about the only Toyota in the truck series. You know, so oh wow, we got a car
in the grass.
Deep in the grass. I don't know. They may call him for. Well, I don't know. He may have been uncontrolled. Maybe you know that was. Yeah.
Right
it's
now,
definitely go.
Sorry, my bad. You can go.
Right now, it's certainly going to be interesting how this league proceeds to call that, as I've seen multiple cars go below the yellow, but I don't know if there's a certain point where they'll say, "Yep, you got the penalty," or
no, car on the wall. 69 looked like he bumped the 27 car of Marsh into the wall. Correct me if that's not Marsh, but looks like, yeah, that is Marshmallow currently. Got slammed into the wall by the 69 car of Ice Pillar. But right now, I think what might get these Fords to the lead is if they form up on that outside line, since they have majority, they could maybe easily get past this lead. Cars.
Yes, indeed. And talking about Toyota, we got one Toyota here, Marty F2412. He's a Toyota. Let's see, is there anybody else that's a Toyota in this race?
I don't know. The only other Toyota team was Big Valley Racing, but neither of their drivers appear to have shown this week. So very disappointing to see, as this one Toyota in the field is the only Toyota. But currently, right now, this rookie pulling off amazing right now, as he's currently led most of the laps this stage. Looks like there might have been a problem for that number 57 car, as Marsh easily got by him.
I tell you what, the one interesting thing about this Toyota driver in Marty, you know, I think he has enough knowledge to know that he can use those Fords to his advantage. Because what a lot of people have said about the Fords is that they are great partners to draft with, as it looks like the 27 is dropping back.
Yeah, you may be doing that to save a little bit, as I want to speaking of Mustangs, look like we had a problem here with the number 36 of Mustang. It looks like he's fallen off. So that's a possibility. He could be getting lapped soon. Sooner or later, as he has no one to draft with, and we've got almost I'd say a 10-car draft up here in the lead.
Could it be that they're falling off to save a little bit of fuel? Maybe they have a plan in saving fuel?
Well, in all honesty, that's probably not the best way to save fuel is by dropping off that much. Even though you will be slower, you have no one out there to draft with, so you'll be going full throttle. There's no way to save fuel without getting lapped. If you're all by yourself, it'd be better to be up here in the draft of cars.
Now, how hard is it for this Toyota driver of Marty? You know, he doesn't really, I don't think he really has a teammate out here. You know, what's running through his mind when you know, it comes to pit strategy? Because, you know, is he going to follow the Fords, or is he going to, you know, what do you think he could possibly do?
Well, with some information I gathered, the Fords and not the Fords, the Chevys and the Toyotas are actually working together since they are the lesser of the field makeup. So, but I feel like Marty right now with no teammates is running whatever strategy is in front of him right now. And I think what's going through his head is right now is, hey, let's get a good picture because he's still a free agent. If he can get a team, that will help him tremendously. So right now I think he's just trying to look good as he makes contact with Marshmallow back there.
Actually, I think Marsh made contact with him.
Could be either way around, but we've seen way more aggressive racing going on in Stage 2 right now.
Yeah, not sure what was going on with the mind of Marsh there, as it looks like the Marty is closing in fast. Let's see if he gives him a little bit of retaliation here.
A little bit get loose back there. If I was Marty, though, I would not want to be hitting anybody. I would be wanting to be clean because right now he's still trying to get a team established. He needs to be on, or not, he doesn't necessarily need to be on the team, but he would like to be on one to seek help for future races. But one car I do want to point out again is that Pit Talkie right now in the lead, doing a phenomenal race job out here in the front, doing very well. I know this is just Super Speedway and they might be trying to save behind him, but you know, it's still phenomenal what he is doing up here for a rookie.
Very dominant for a rookie, but it's really going to show, you know, as we get to the finish of this race to see if he can still maintain the lead and if he can pit with others, because as we saw last time, he went in a whole different lap than the other cars behind him.
Yeah, well, going in that whole different lap later, I think kind of maybe worked out, as it looked like he came out in front of the guys that he pitted with, as he got right near those Mustangs as they were making a pass, so he obviously knows what he's doing out here at Daytona.
Yeah, definitely he does. And the one thing I noticed about this only Toyota that's in the field, or the lonely one, he's not right on the bumper of the 27. I've actually heard from drivers that I've raced with, you know, during my free time, and they say if you're not on the bumper of another driver, that could cause less lag, but at the same time, you kind of lose the draft faster, so it's kind of a catch-22.
Yeah, well, whenever I was racing, I never was really on a bumper too long, mostly because the drivers in front of me seemed to be not that fast, as it looks like our leader right now is falling back, maybe trying to fall back to see whenever the other guys will pit. Probably a really good strategy he'll do right here to see when they pit, because then he will go off with one thing I've told people before is, if I'm the leader, I hate being the leader with pits to go, because that
Cut off there a little bit, Walmart Ricky.
Sorry there, my microphone cut off, but what I said is I hate being leader with pit stops to go, because I have no clue when those guys behind me will go into pit. Unless I'm with teammates, I have no clue. So I usually like being mid-pack or so when there's pit stops to go, because then I can see when the guys in front of me pit, and it makes it a whole lot easier on my day. Currently leading right now, we have the number 48 of M1, one of our National Series veterans, followed by his teammate of Ice Pillar, a rookie to the National Series. He did race in trucks last season and made it to the round of 8, but sadly had many mistakes that came his way, unintentional mistakes that came his way, causing him to not be able to get into the Final Four.
Yes, indeed. Tragic for him last season in the playoffs, not able to make it to the Final Four, but right now he's working with M1, his teammate. And I tell you what, man, this 7 car, I'm looking at him, and look at this, man. He's doing what I call a pit maneuver. Jeez.
As they all come down pit road.
Wow.
Speaking of which, looks like we have a Ford pack back here. Maybe they'll be coming down this time. Everyone comes down pit road this time.
Isn't that interesting, man? I tell you what, I was talking about the 7. It looked like he was side drafting. And there's actually a name to that move that I've came up with. I'll talk about that a little bit later as we get on into the race. But that 7 car, man, I tell you what, talk about slamming into the 27 car coming into pit road.
Yeah, definitely. Currently, your leader now, Marshmallow, taking the lead in pit road with that guy that fell to the back. He's out at second, so definitely falling to the back helped him, as they are on currently 14 of 27, meaning about 14 laps remaining in this stage. So they could be finished with their pit stops.
Indeed. Oh, as did the 7 get on the track early, is the question.
I currently do not know. I'm spectating Marshmallow, but he maybe could have. But currently, right now, your leader, Marshmallow, another National Series veteran. He raced in trucks last season, but unfortunately, at the end, had a bunch of issues with his connection that he just wasn't unable to make races. So, got promotion to Truck Series, or not Truck Series, got promotion to National Series this season, and is running up front in the first race of the season.
Yeah, definitely. Very sad for him with his internet connection, but it seems like he's got it working now as he's racing well tonight. You know, I was talking about that move that the number 7, sometimes he does, and I've noticed some other drivers do it. And I like to put my little own brand on it. You know, NASCAR fans can call it whatever they like. But I call it the Denny Hamlin move. And why do I call it that? Because most of the time when you're watching a super speedway race, he likes to pop out a line, kind of coast on the inside or the outside of a driver. We come to know that as side drafting another car. And, you know, he doesn't stay he doesn't stay still for very long, as the number 7 is getting a great run. Look at this.
Yeah, side-by-side racing. Looks like too wide, as they looks like the number 99 will go onto that outside the pack, leaving Marshmallow on the down low. Oh, but they leave him on the outside, as it looks like they did not want that 99 to go with him, as they got right down as soon as possible.
Wow, that is talk about some bump drafting and catch you later alligator.
99, oh, 99 might have, oh, he's good. Almost looks like he got pushed below the yellow line. But Marshmallow now getting out of place as Pit Talkie was able to get under him, currently trying to make his way back to the front in this stage. You know, if he's able to get up there and win this stage, it'd be phenomenal for him in looking for a team.
Yes, definitely. You know, it's kind of like, you know, hey, we're looking for a team. We're showing how good we can race here. And, you know, it's definitely the team scouts are watching this one.
Oh, for sure. You Team Scout's definitely watching the Trucks and National Series the most, since a lot of new guys came in. They don't have teams, so all team agents are looking closely at these guys, and especially these rookie drivers that don't have teams. Currently your leader right now, speaking of one of those guys, Marty right here leading right now. Currently being pushed by two Chevys. One of which being, oh, they go almost 3 wide.
Wow.
Looks like the outside line is what they're forming.
Talk about 3 wide behind the 7. Jeez.
Yeah, very close there. Almost got it 3 wide. I don't think they really got it close to 3 wide, but it looked like it from our angle. Apparently 2 rookies battling for the lead. 2 brand new rookies to the lead battling for the lead, as the entire lead pack is led by rookies of the National Series. Now this is a great day for these drivers up here, proving they got what it takes to be able to compete, especially up front for wins. Even if it is just a stage win, it still wins nonetheless, as they are currently 2 wide racing up here. Yeah, what I've noticed right here now is 2 cars are definitely dominant on the inside line, but if only they had 1 extra car there on the outside, they could easily get past these guys. Oh, 69 gets into the wall. Back to you, Arkham.
Yeah, 69 gets into the wall. That's going to hurt the 7. The 7 can go only as far as his momentum can take him, but dang, he got pretty darn close to the leader there with only his forward progress.
Yeah, and maybe here if Isola can get a good draft on him, might be able to help him to get a slingshot past these guys, as he's currently gaining on them. Currently your new leader, Pit Talkie, led the most, I'm pretty sure led the most laps up this race, if not Mustang, but he is currently doing a phenomenal job out here on this track.
Now, who's the 7 going to go with now? Is he going to go with the 27, or is he going to go with Pitaki? And he goes with Pitaki.
Yeah, he definitely wants to stay in that more dominant line, because all they're fighting for right now is stage points, but those stage points can make a huge difference later down the line in the season.
Oh, but now the number 7 using the high line. And wow, he got blocked.
Yeah, we're seeing a very interesting fighting from these rookies. Oh, Marsh almost sending it 3 wide there. As I predict there are about maybe around 8 to go left in this stage. I want to predict around 8, maybe closer to 5 to go. But very amazing run coming from this number 99 car. An amazing run coming from all these guys trying to battle it out, but you know what? If they keep this battling up as they're doing, a pack behind them could catch up. So I wouldn't be battling like this just yet.
I think they're in a safe distance, though. I don't really see that pack catching up to them. I can't even see another pack, Walmart Ricky, if I'm honest with you.
Let's see if we can actually go find the next closest pack. I want to say it's currently right now. Oh, the closest pack is actually Highbrow and General. Who is that? Highbrow and the 23 car, if I can find out who that is. Hodges Sr. Oh, 33 car, my fault. 33, 23, it's one of the two. I'm sorry, I cannot see the number. 23 car of Hodges Sr., followed by the number 76 of Highbrow. Currently, they're the next closest pack, but there are only 2 cars, so these guys do have room to fight up here.
There is another...
No fall off.
There's another pack with Mustang 501 leading the charge. The number 11 of Eagles Danny is behind him with the 48 of M1, and then of course the 57 car is your second biggest pack, and that's behind the 2.
Yeah, so about, I'd say, a front stretch behind these guys. So they really don't have to worry. So these guys up here don't have to worry about much as they're coming down to the closing laps of this stage.
Now, how much, let's just picture our minds here that we're the leader, Walmart Ricky. How much does that scare you if you're looking back and you see all 3 cars are on the top lane and they're zigzagging?
Well, if there was teammates behind me, I wouldn't be scared at all. But not a single teammate behind him. I bet he is scared for his win, as it looks like they're trying to get another run on the outside. I just feel like these cars can't get a run on the outside unless they have 3 cars with them, because eventually they just lose the momentum that they had.
Right, and they don't want to lose the draft to the leaders here, obviously, so it's kind of...
They just fall back in line.
Oh, but that's a textbook move by the number 7. You see how he's hanging on that corner panel of the 27 there? He's actually getting a really... It's not quite side drafting, but it's kind of like corner panel drafting, I like to call it, because he's hanging on to him, but he's also slowing down the 27 enough for him to get behind the 27 and to push him.
Yeah, that's great moves that you picked up there. So definitely something to keep an eye, as it looks like Taki goes into the grass, causing maybe the number 27 to get by him, along with the number 7 car to get by. Actually, that was the end of the stage. Yep, that was the stage ending, fellas. As I think Taki might have had
won that. I think Taki won that.
Let me get a check. We just got word from Race Control that Pit Hockey was your winner of that stage, so good job for him. Be able to win that stage. As they're about to start stage 2, and we'll see here who is our leader after pits. So Arkham, I want to ask you here, now that we have 2 stages down, what's your opinion on the race so far? How do you think it's been going?
Well, it's a lot more smoother. It's actually kind of reminding me of the truck race. We haven't had a lot of cautions this race, so definitely entertaining here.
Yeah, as they come into the green flag, Pit Taki in the lead, gonna be getting a push from that number 7 car. With them all grouped up together, we should see some more intense racing, as it looks like cars trying to get down there to the low line early in this stage, or early in this final stage. Sorry about that. Talking too long, and it was hard to talk for a second.
Great flag.
Mars in the wall.
And that's a caution.
No cars went around, so I think they're gonna remain green here.
Well, that's not gonna...
Actually, correction, that will be a caution. I am sorry for correcting you. Caution at the line early in this stage.
Well, as soon as you speak of one, the speaketh comes a backeth.
As you see here, he'll be the leader coming to the line. Looks like Pit Taki was your leader at the line, so great job from this.
What actually caused that? Was it the 27 getting loose and then everybody collided behind them, or?
That's a good question, not knowing what happened under those pit stops at the end of the stage. But I feel like he just got a little bit wobbly coming out of that corner. Pits will be open this time, as they are currently only on the 2nd lap of the final stage. Here's my question. Do you feel like they're going to come in for tires here as they're only a few laps in, or do you think they're just going to take some fuel and go?
I'm not really quite sure. It definitely, I definitely know for fuel, but I'm not sure about tires. They may be good on tires.
Yeah, only 2 laps run on these tires. I feel like we're going to see mostly only gas this run. As they're coming all down pit lane. Every car coming down pit road. And we'll see here.
One of my viewers on one of the streams that I'm currently having right now is, they're asking, why is this not the NASCAR racing experience, instead of the, or, you know, why is it the night race and not the day race? Would you like to comment on that, Walmart Ricky?
I don't really know, if I'm being honest with you. Maybe it's because of how long the race would be. If we did the NASCAR Experience 300, that would be almost 150 laps for these drivers. So I feel like they chose the night race just to make it a little shorter for these drivers. So that way
Possibly. Possibly, and I can maybe think of, like, maybe, you know, usually leagues, if there is a night race, they tend to choose the night race because, well, we are racing in the evening instead of the day.
That could be so, but coming around here, it looks like they might have only taken gas that time.
Yeah. So hopefully
like,
that answered your question.
Yeah, it looks like our leader out of pit road might have been the 36 car, actually winning the race out of pit road. Currently getting double filed here. Must be going green this time by. As they come to the line, they are off. Mustang getting a really good restart there. Ooh, looks like 99 making a little bit of contact with Mustang. Marshmallow falls in, leaving the 99 out there. Back to you, Arkham. You there?
Just take it. Take it.
Alright, seeing here as we've got maybe a little bit of issues from Arkham right now. The 36 currently in the lead. Looks like Pit Talkie was able to get himself into the 3rd position and actually splitting up those Mustangs there. Currently all single file, and it seems this stage most of the field is actually able to stay together really well compared to last stage. And the last 2 stages actually. Coming around out of turn 2, looks like the front 3 might have been able to get a little bit of ground away from them, but it's not going to keep it for too long as the number 11 of Eagles Dana will catch right back up to them. Currently, right now, if they could get Taki out of the way, they could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but for Mustangs. Seems like right now having an off day I've seen is MSJ Motorsports. Both of their cars currently near the rear of the field. So not a bright day looking for them as it's mostly Fords dominating this field early in stage 3. While we wait for our other commentator to get back, let's do our Fast Family version of Crank It Up, as we'll be riding along with Pit Talkie. 2 cars around! Many cars around! Caution at the line! Oh, big wreck up in the front of the field. We do not know what caused that. All we saw was the number 99 go around, and it looks like he collected marsh in it, but very big wreck from the lead of the pack. So we are getting word up here in the booth that they had a big wreck. Looked like a lag from the Mustang, from what I heard. Caused cars to go around, but sad day for some of these cars. It's currently open this time for all lead lap cars. Every car currently on the lead lap. Cars currently coming down pit road being led by the number 36 of Mustang. Every car down pit road this time. Looks like Eagles Danny will get the win out of pit road. Eagles Danny to the lead, followed by the number 36 of Mustang, and with the number 48 behind him, and number 23 behind them. So currently all veterans to the National Series in our lead. As we, Arkham, are you here with us yet? So we're currently waiting for our other commentator to return. Looks like Mustang to the rear. Unknown reason so far, but sad day for him as he is sent to the rear of the field. Right now, there might actually be that outside line, maybe on this restart, maybe able to get something. Two teammates there, MSJ Motorsports to the front of the field. On the outside line, if they can get help from that Toyota behind them, they might be able to make a pass. But it's going to be very hard to tell as they're coming to the green flag now. Come to the green flag, unable to get a lap count since they are going green. We will get one with you soon. Coming to the green, Eagles Danny will be in and get a great run on that 48 car. As that 11 car gets that lead, looks like the 48 will fall in line, causing the number 69 car to fall back. Currently, we see, I want to bring up, most of these cars, if not all, have some pink involved, as it's to raise awareness for breast cancer month, since it is breast cancer awareness month. So everyone's rocking some pink somewhere on their cars. Mostly everybody. We might have a few cars that aren't. But speaking of that, next week when they go to Dover, that will be the official breast cancer awareness race for this league. So everyone is, I've heard, mandated will be running a pink car for that race next week. Speaking of that, we know we had a very emotional win from our winner on Monday, Mr. Slide Job. Very emotional win for him, winning his first league Daytona 500 and during a very special time. So congratulations to him, and congratulations to all of our winners so far, as we're coming down towards the end of this race. Eagles Danny in the lead. Haven't heard much from him today. Heard quite a bit, but we've heard not much from him, as looks like fighting towards the lead that was involved in that incident right now. Taki Pick currently back in 6th, trying to make his way to the front. And I know what some of y'all might be saying, why are their tires so glitchy? I tell you, this is not an IndyCar race, this is a NASCAR race. You know, this game's a little buggy at times, so we've been pushing through it, and we will continue to bring you great racing action here. Coming around, looks like Marsh trying to make a pass on the outside. Actually, yeah, trying to make a pass on that outside, trying to pass that number 57 car of Cooler Guy. Yep. And ooh, looks like Pitt trying to get any move on the inside of that number 57 car. Currently very aggressive right now. Oh, he gets under him, but he looks like he may get a little bit contact there, but he will be able to make the pass for 4th, making his way quickly through this field. The other car involved in that wreck, Marshmallow, he's currently sitting at the back, as they are, so two cars involved in that incident. They got heavy damage and 2 different results produced here. But that number 99, I tell you, he is fast. Ooh, bumps up Hodges up the track a little bit. Hodges able to remain in his place, but with all this fighting, it is letting the number 11 get quickly ahead. But I wouldn't count on that for too long, as they are currently fighting like nothing. The number 99 within 3 laps comes from 6th to 2nd. Or no, yes, 2nd. Trying to catch the number 11 of Eagles Danny. as they're coming through turn 2. Eagles Danny still in the lead here as we got the number 99 car being pushed by the number 57 and 48. Number 11 though doing a really good job maintaining this lead, trying to keep off that number 99 car as their bumpers are currently locked. You see here, this rookie here is currently able to hold on to this front very well, keeping his bumper on that rear of that number 11 his entire lap.
Oh, okay, so as of 7.
Sorry about that. Hello? Alright, there we go.
Alright, I am back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had some packages updates that I had to tend to, but now I am back. What have I missed, Walmart Ricky?
Well, one thing you did miss, Mustang fell to the back after pit stops there. You actually missed a big wreck. Collected the 99 and the number 27 went around as we were doing our crank it up. But currently right now that number 99 was able to get from 6th to 2nd within only 3 laps. And another thing, Mustang currently about to go a lap down, but one thing I do want to mention here is this pack, they have gotten way more organized since stage 1, able to stay all with each other. Is that currently your only about to be a lap down car is the number 36 of Mustang. Back to you, Arkham.
Yeah, definitely this line seems a little bit more organized, and I tell you what, Mustang is in big trouble as the 27 is doing that Denny Hamlin move, kind of sticking his nose out there, but then he drops back into line. Didn't really work. But, you know, how more crazy do you think this race could get as this race goes on, Walmart Ricky?
Oh, I think as the closer and closer we get to the end of this race, the crazier and crazier it will get. I've seen some intense racing already from these guys, and I'm predicting only going to get more intense.
Yes, indeed. Make sure, if you're a viewer of the stream, first of all, follow the stream. My good friend commentator here, Bark6 Ranger / Walmart Ricky, does this for a little bit now, and he's done a good job at it. But second of all, make sure to stay tuned for post-race interviews after the exciting conclusion of this race.
Yeah, we always like to hear from our drivers after the race, and gives a little bit of insight of what happened to them during this race and those incidents.
Okay, that was close.
Speaking of cars that were starting off to a rough day, Cooler Guy currently sitting here in 3rd. He was at the back for most of this race in the first 2 stages, but right now in 3rd, followed by 48, who was having troubles at the end of that stage in the last stage. Looks like, I can't tell, but it looks like a car might have fallen off of this. I cannot tell, but right now only 1 car a lap down of a Mustang, and it looks like another car did fall out of the draft. That Toyota we were talking about earlier, Maddie falling out of the draft, or Marty, my bad, not Maddie, Marty. Currently that is falling out of the draft. But so far since our last pit stop, the leader has been Eagles Danny.
Tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I think my partner up in the booth was thinking of Matt Benedetto for a second there.
Hey, maybe, but you know, Maddie, Marty, pretty similar. Only 1 letter difference.
They both start with the letter M. As Marshmallow.
Marshmallow having big trouble out of the turn when we fall into the back of this pack. You know, we've seen some exciting racing tonight. I want to say I'm really impressed with these drivers. They've been able to battle it out and not have been in too many incidents. So I want to give props to these National Series drivers. They really know what they're doing.
I'll tell you what, the one thing that I can take away from, I'm actually getting a viewer question here. They said, after the post-race interview, since it is the third and final race here at Daytona for the season, will there be a post-race show?
I don't know exactly what we could do for a post-race show, but if anybody has any ideas, leave them down in the chat. We love being interactive with our fans, as we are very interactive Monday night with fans, but, we always love interacting with our fans and trying to put on a great show for y'all.
I tell you what, driver that's in real deep trouble now is the 27. He has fallen way off of the draft.
Yeah, it seems like that wobble there got him really loose, but maybe he can fall back to that number 7 car and maybe keep himself from going a lap down. I didn't know, a single car, you are not going to be able to keep yourself from going a lap down unless you get towards pit cycles. Even then it'd be hard, but if you have 2 cars with you, you might be able to keep from going a lap down. As we currently see here, one car pulls off to go into pit lane. The number 99 of Pit Talking, maybe trying to short pit it, or maybe just ran out before all these other guys. So he will be currently making his way down pit road. And if I was some of those cars that are further back, like Marsh and Marty, I would have gone with him. More cars to be with on pit exit. But I suspect this lap or so, cars are going to start coming down pit road as they are making their pit cycles. So that means they've probably reached the end of their 14 laps of fuel and stuff. So if I can do that calculation. Oh, car on the wall. Oh, wreck from the wreck. Big wreck. Will they bring out a caution though? Yeah, I think we're hearing caution possibly at the line.
And all these guys were coming down pit road too as that caution was getting declared.
Yeah, every car coming down pit road. So if that's the case, lucky break for that pick pit back there. He must know something we don't.
I guess so. You know what it is? He has a computer monitor in his car telling him when the caution comes out.
Yeah, don't know if we'll have to find out in post-race interviews. Maybe he just got lucky, but definitely a day for these guys as the caution is out. So, but big break for the number 99 car. As they currently try to get this all sorted, Mustang will take his free pass. As we're closing in on the end of this race, make sure to tune in next week for the Dover race here, the breast cancer awareness race. So every car will have pink on it to represent breast cancer awareness. So be sure to tune in next week, starting Sunday for the trucks at Dover. Make sure you tune in. They'll be on Mr. Slide Jobs Twitch, and then come back here Monday for the Cup race and the National race on Wednesday for Dover. Currently trying to figure out what's going on right now with all these cars. As, ooh. Currently struggling right now to find out where all the cars are under this caution. But let's check in on the viewers, see if they've gotten anything about post-race show. Currently from my angle, I don't have anything on my Twitch, but you might see something else, Arkham.
No, I don't really have nothing either. It's kind of just... It's been quiet tonight.
Yeah, very quiet compared to Monday night. We had a pretty active chat in there. Do want to say thank you for all those watching and putting some time in your day to give us a watch. We really appreciate y'all for tuning in to this race. So you're making pit cycles now. Looks like almost every half of the field will pit. Now, what do you think's going through the minds of these cars that didn't pit, Arkham?
Well, I think it's plain and simple. Either they know that they have enough fuel, enough tires for the win, or they're just... I don't know. It's really hard to tell what's in the mind of a driver.
Yeah, you know, every driver thinks different, so anything could be possible right now. As I will be right back with the lap check. So as we are coming here, there will be 9 to go left. So very little left in this race. I tell you what, this race has flown by.
How many laps are left?
9 to go.
Wow.
Yeah, I just got word that'll be 9 to go. So, you know, these drivers doing really well so far. Current leader looks like the number 57 of Cooler Guy. As they're doubling up here to go green this time. Will be 9 to go at the line. Who's your pick to win?
My pick? I have to... I gotta go with the... Let's see.
Well, while you're figuring that out, my pick for this race is got to be that number 99 car. You know, he's starting from rear, but after that last caution, I've seen he's able to make up ground quick. So my pick for this race is that number 99 car of Pit Talkie. As they are going green.
Right now, that 99 car having some trouble. I would have to say my pick for the race is that number 7 car, the Lonely Toyota, behind March right now.
Very interesting. He is in a really good place to win. And Arkham, I'm kind of surprised you didn't pick your old number there, that number 57 of Cooler Guy. I know that was your number last season in the Truck Series. So,
I got rid of that number for a reason.
As they're coming down to 8 to go left on this stage. As it looks like they are having some... looks like they're going single file. But you know, those guys back there, they're probably not going to try sooner to stay single file. I'd much rather want to be up at that front sooner rather than later for the end of this race.
Oh, look at the number 7, aggressive move.
Aggressive on the high side. Will he be able to make the pass? No! No spot to get back in. Will make him fall to the rear of the field.
Well, there goes my pick.
Oh! 2 cars in the wall! Bit car around number 48 of M1.
That's going to be close. Will they call
7 to go
for that?
Just 1 car. They are going to keep going. Well, I guess both of our picks are out of this race. Or not quite out maybe yet, but...
Yeah, number 7's still looking good. He's still up there.
Yeah, but no. Maybe you're right.
Okay. Wow.
How about we broaden our horizons? You think it's going to be a rookie or a veteran that wins?
I don't know. It could be anybody, to be honest with you.
It could be. Currently, though, that 57 led every lap of these finals as they come down to 6 to go. 6 to go left in this stage. Ooh, car hits the apron. The number 7 hits the apron. Currently all single file, staying single file. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Ford right now. Michael's way too close. Anyway, sorry about that cutout. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Mustangs right now, with all of the Mustangs actually in the front, with the exception of, coincidentally, the Mustang. The guy named Mustang currently not up there. You know.
Oh, well, I get it. That's a failure to the name, you know? That's a little bit questionable. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no. But you know what I've really liked seeing? I feel like we've seen a great variety of leaders. I think we've seen almost every car here lead 2 or 3 laps tonight. So very great racing from these guys. As they're coming around, 4 to go left in this race.
Man, I tell you what, is that the 11 up there? Man, he's making some incredible bold moves.
Yeah, very bold moves indeed, but with 4 to go, they're probably going to stay single file to maybe, I would say, 2 or even the last lap for that sake.
Look at this, though. Look at the back of the pack. The number 7 and whoever's working behind the number 7, they're testing that high line with 4 to go.
Yeah, testing that high line, but I doubt they're going to make any moves with all of the Mustangs. Probably going to stay low for a bit. Ooh, looks like they get a little ununiform there, but straighten it out here.
By the way, cautions are off.
Yes, cautions are off as they come down to 2 to go. 2 to go left in this stage. Or left in this race. Sorry, they're going double file. They're almost 3 wide.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, right now, that cooler guy trying to make some aggressive blocks. Going 2 wide right here for the lead.
Oh, man, now they got 3 on the top. You were talking about how if they had 3 cars. Oh, a little aggressive.
Oh yeah, very aggressive here as all the Mustangs stay on the bottom, but the number 11, actually not all the Mustangs, but the number 11 trying to make the pass on the number 57 car. This is crazy racing. He goes up there for a block. Oh, almost 3 wide. Looks like they're getting a little bit of contact coming down to the final lap. 1 to go left for the Daytona 250. Sponsored by Handcrafted by Rhodes.
Oh my god, man, this is intense right here. The 11 trying to get something going. The 7 lost a little momentum, but the 23 and the 76
3 wide, almost 4 wide.
Holy cow.
Almost 4 wide back there, fighting for every position possible. 57 still leading this race as they are coming around for the final time. Will the 57 be able to maintain the lead? The number 27, they go high. Trying to block. I don't think they're going to be able to make it. Coming 3 wide around the corner. The number 57 will win.
Wow.
Wait. No, 1 more lap. I'm sorry.
Okay.
My calculations were off. 57 still fighting up there. Trying to keep that lead there. Getting rough up there. I hope I wasn't off with
Hodges Sr. coming out of nowhere.
Oh, trying to make a... Oh, he makes contact, taking a little fishtail. Everybody fight. Oh, almost an illegal pass for that number 76, but he was able to get back there. Number 57 still maintaining the lead. We could be at the white flag here, maybe coming around here. Possibly for the final time. Possibly. Ooh, cars are. Yeah, wait.
Yeah, that was it.
That was
That was the
it. The
final.
number 57 car of Cooler Guy wins at Daytona.
Darn, I
Don't
should have
stick
picked
around
my
for
old
post-race
number,
interviews
Walmart
if you want
Ricky.
to. Just stay in the lobby. That was intense racing we saw there. Very intense, very amazing racing at the end, but Cooler Guy able to hold it off there at the end. Whoever has results, can you send them to me or Walmart?
It's unfortunate.
Alright, Hodges, can you pause it? Alright.
I had a multiplayer error.
Don't don't
Yeah,
forget to include your audio in the party. When you
alright.
join the party, at the top it says include my audio. You need to make sure that's clicked.
Yeah, otherwise they won't hear you on the Twitch.
Otherwise, they won't hear you on
Yeah.
the. Sorry, guys. I gotta take a pee before I interview anything.
Alright, can you send? You were the one that got the stages though, right? Or the wins, right? Or the results?
Yeah, sorry. Let me send them. How do you want me to send them again?
Just click on my name in the Discord, Walmart Ricky, and then click message,
Gotcha.
and
Gotcha.
then just click send them on image.
Okay.
Alright, as we wait for results to come in, great racing, everybody. Very fun to watch there through that race. Enjoyed seeing a lot of different guys actually up there at the front. So as we wait for results to get in, just be patient with us.
Ricky, let me know if you need any other ones. Okay.
Okay. Alright, we got our results in, so let's see here. Alright, starting off with 10th place, Hodges Sr. We saw actually saw you there near the end of the race there. Seems like you had a little bit of an incident. Tell us how your day went.
Well, it was an up and down kind of day, I guess you could say. Started off the race in the first stage, and my steering wheel was not calibrated correctly, so I dropped that to the back. In between stages, I had to unplug the old, rode around for a little while, and ended up with a second place finish. So,
Yeah, so good job there, able to bring it home at the end. Alright, Arkhamboss, if you want to go ahead and get the 9th place of Mustang. I don't know if you see.
Alrighty, Mustang 501. We saw you up in the front for a little bit of the race, and then you kind of dropped back, and then you were hanging out with some friends in the pack there. And so, what kind of happened towards the end there? How do you feel you did overall in this race?
The honest truth is I got screwed by NASCAR, but that's not the first time. We had a fast car, got the stage win, the first stage, and just feeling good, working with some guys, and it felt like we really had a shot to win it, but I guess NASCAR thought differently. So we'll just go get them next week at Dover.
Alrighty, we wish you all best of luck to Dover next week, Mustang.
Alright, moving on to 8th place Pit Talkie. You had you were doing really good there. You won stage 2 and you were having a really good run throughout most of stage 3. What happened there at the end to cause you to fall back so far?
Well, I tried to, because I don't know if, besides Discord, if other people were having parties, because I'm new to this league. I got referred to in here by Slot Job, so I just wanted another league. So I didn't know if there was other communications. I tried every time before pit cycles to drop back to see what other people are doing, because in the first stage I got screwed by that, and I pitted by myself. But at the end there, I had to pit again because when we had that last caution, before when we were doing green side stops, I had only taken right side tires and gas, and I was gonna go to the end with that. But then I just figured to take lefts and have all fresh tires. Once I started in the back, I don't know. It was pretty much the deal with the whole race. A lot of people couldn't hold their line. I don't know names in specific, and I don't know why, but could be lag. But a lot of times, a lot of people couldn't hold their lines, and I just got screwed there in the end by somebody going up high, coming back down, and pretty much almost got forced onto pit road. I don't know what happened there. I think it was the 69, but I don't know what happened to him to get all the way down there. But yeah, that's a tough break, but I guess we'll get him next week.
Yeah, definitely. We hope to see you put on a good, if not better, or just as good, or if not better show at Dover next week. Alright, if you want to go ahead and get 7th place of Marty F2 Arkham, you want to go ahead and interview him about how his race went.
Alrighty, Marty, we saw you up there pulling off some good moves. I was seeing you jump out of line, then kind of get back in. I believe you worked with a couple of guys tonight in the draft. Overall, how do you think your race went?
I think it went well. This is my first time in the league, and I didn't have any other Toyota teammates, so I worked with the Chevy guys, and our controller a little hard to hold the line, but I think it's pretty good. I'm a better leader than the pusher. So when we got on the outside there, we were able to go to the front, and it was fun to make some fun moves and have some fun during this race.
Yeah, and I guess with that being said, we wish you the best of luck at Dover next week.
Thank you.
Alright, moving on to the 6th place of Marshmallow. You who are doing really good. You're sticking up there at the front. What happened there at the end? We saw you get really loose there near the end of the race. What really happened there at the end of your race to cause you to finish farther back?
You mean, after, like, the last few laps or prior to the caution, or?
I saw you in the last few laps. It looked like you got really loose.
Yeah, well, I was behind Colder Guy the whole time, P2, not knowing what to do, and on the last with 2 to go, I went on the outside hoping third place would push me, but he made it through, which is cool. You going for it. So, and then I tried pushing him, and everybody else just came down to the bottom lane, and that's where I lost all those spots. So, P6 isn't bad. Daytona doesn't decide who's the best here, who's gonna win the championship. So, we moved it over.
Yeah, pretty good finish. Hopefully, we'll see you get a better one next week. All right.
Yes, sir.
So, moving on to fifth place. If you want to go ahead and interview him, if he is in here, actually, yeah. If you want to go ahead and interview fifth place of Highbrow Arkham.
Alrighty, Highbrow, coming home with a 5th place finish here tonight at Daytona. Overall, how did your car feel tonight, and what do you think you could have possibly did better to finish higher? Alrighty, and we can't wait to see you next week at Dover.
All right. As we move on here to to fourth place. Eagles Danny, you led a few laps in there in, I believe it was stage 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, but then bring it home with a fourth place finish after keeping it second for those final 9 laps. Tell us how your day went.
Yeah, I mean, everything really went to plan according to kind of what I wanted to do. Me and my teammate, Marsh, worked together pretty good. There at the end, with the last pit stop, we were going in after the caution or under green, and Cooler Guy came in and just absolutely destroyed the rear end and wrecked me. And there was a caution that came from that when I was leading, and then that ended up putting me back to 6th. So I went in, I was heading into the pits in the lead, and because of the wreck, I came out in 6th. And then we know the story. He comes back out in 1st and ends up leading the final laps of the race and gets the win. But yeah, I kind of feel like Mustang, like someone's going to come in there and destroy you going into the pits. Probably should be some repercussions for that, not just allowed to go into the pits, take the lead, and then you know how it is at Daytona. So, but we tried to fight back, and we did the best we could. Came home 4th, and we'll go get them next week at Dover.
Yeah, Dover on everyone's minds right now as we move on to third place, Arkham. If you want to go ahead and get Ice Pillar.
Alrighty, Ice, you finished 3rd place tonight. Obviously you probably wanted to do a little bit better, but how was it at Daytona tonight?
A lot better than what happened last season in the trucks. Just trying to ride, work with M1 and Marty, and barely got 3rd place there from Eagles, but a good day for the number 69 machine.
Alrighty, we wish you the best of luck at Dover next week, guys.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to second place, Hodges Sr. You want to go ahead and tell us how your race went? You near the back all day and came home with a second place. Tell us how it was for you. So I think I already did interview him. So that'll be all for everyone because sadly our race winner was not here. So,
I think he's jumping on here quick if you wanted to wait a second. I don't know. It's up to y'all.
Let's see here. I added him, never got her. Hold on. Let me jump in race control.
I don't know if it's the Xbox. I sent an invite to him. We'll see if he jumps in here or what.
Well,
I just got word he is currently loading back on the Xbox, so let me see here. Let's see him when he gets back on so we can get him an interview. Arkham, what were you saying?
I was gonna say something since there is a little bit of a delay.
There we go. He's on, and we should be getting him here soon.
There we go.
There we go. And if you want to go ahead and take our winner here, Cooler Guy, if you want to go ahead and ask him, Arkham, how his day went.
Alrighty, Cooler Guy, so that we can get you in here real quick. Congratulations on the win tonight at Daytona. Already locked into the playoffs with that win, I believe. So, overall, how do you feel about winning Daytona, and what do you think you could improve on going on with the season? Shut up, man. Yeah, I wouldn't either if I won the race, but you got a track coming up next week, named of Dover International Speedway, and we've all heard the legends of how that track likes to eat up tires. So, is there any sort of plan that you have already moving on to that track? Alrighty, well, we can't wait to see it next week. Again, congratulations on the win at Daytona International Speedway. And with that, I'm going to send it back to Walmart Ricky. That way we can move on with possibly a post-race show, if he's up for it.
If we know what that is. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Again, congratulations to Cooler Guy. But tune in next week, everybody, as it will be our official breast cancer awareness race. So everybody will be required to have pink on their car. But we hope you all enjoyed. And Arkham, do you have any plans for this post-race show?
Well, I'm waiting for people to send in questions, and they're sending in a few questions. Give them a second to do that. While the rest of these guys, if they would like to leave the party, they can, or they can stick around. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can see. I don't know. I feel like maybe Arkham, we might have to wait for next week and give them a good post-race show. Didn't really plan on it, so.
Okay, here's one question. Okay, they just sent in one question. They are asking us what is our takeaways from this week. So what do we think about this week, and what could we expect further on? I guess I'll answer the question first. I gotta say, one of the takeaways is that the Truck Series and the National Series seem to be the cleanest of races. The Cup Series kind of lacking in the department of clean racing. I'm not going to mention any names, not going to go fully into that, but definitely looking at the caution factors. The Cup race had way more cautions than I think the National Series and the Truck Series combined.
Yeah, and one thing I want to mention is that I feel like from the few races, anybody is possible to win. Like we saw our last two races, both of the winners were at the back at some point, so it just shows you that it's possible for any position to come and win this race.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's what kind of wraps us up with the short, abbreviated post-race show. You know, if you guys want us to continue with this as the weeks goes on, please let us know. Obviously, we were a little bit unprepared for this one tonight, but with that, next week is Dover. Make sure to tune in Sunday evening at 5 Central, 6 Eastern for the Truck Series race. And then, of course, 7 Eastern for the Cup
Eastern.
or 8 Eastern, sorry, for the Cup and National Series. So definitely exciting racing up ahead, Walmart Ricky.
Definitely, but we will be closing it out there. Next week we will try to provide a bigger post-race or a more exciting post-race show. But for now, we will see you all next week. Thank you all for tuning in, and that is Walmart Ricky and Arkhamboss.